Alvin, you guys are significantly different offensively than the first time you played this team. Just can you put your arms around how different you guys are? You don't have Jameis, obviously. You don't have your two tackles. You don't have Andrews. You don't have the people that were there the first time.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's kind of what's been going on this season. A lot of ups and downs. A lot of people in and out. I mean, I was hurt for a little bit. Like you said, our tackles. I mean, our offensive line is depleted. Quarterback gone, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. Nobody feels sorry for us, and I mean, football don't stop for nobody. Time don't stop for nobody. So we just keep moving and keep, you know, trying to counter some of these punches. So it is what it is. We still got a game to play. We're preparing and staying focused and getting ready like any other week. So it's definitely a different team, but you know, I think whoever steps in, they got the same goal in mind. I mean, there's no drop off expected. We expect to go in and try to do what we got to do to get a victory.
Amy Just?
Yeah, obviously you were around last week, but a lot of other people weren't. Just how weird was it with, you know, 20-plus guys going on and off the COVID list and not really knowing who was going to be able to play last week, and kind of some of that continuing into this week too?
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't happen really. You know what I'm saying? These are unique circumstances. You know, these past 2 years have been crazy with this pandemic. So, I mean, you never know who it's going to take out. Usually it's a couple of guys, but to have 20 guys, 20-plus guys, and then, you know, guys still out. Guys, I mean, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. Guys might still catch it. So, I mean, I've never been a part of something like that. And, you know, it was tough. I mean, we know what we were dealing with. We had to go in and try to play the best we could with what we had. And, I mean, I don't even think we barely had any depth, honestly. We probably had five or six players worth of depth between the offense and defense, maybe. So, I mean, it was tough, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said, it don't stop. You know, it keeps moving. You know what I'm saying? We can't. The NFL don't feel sorry for us. Nobody feels sorry for us. So it is what it is.
Luke Johnson?
Alvin, is somebody who was testing negative throughout that whole time? Like, what's the kind of feeling when everybody's testing positive around you, and like you don't know if you're going to test positive?
Man.
You know, like how do you
really? These protocols is a little different now. So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of it's funny. I'll say that to say the least. But you know, I made sure to test. I think Malcolm was talking about he self-tested, but you know, you just got to do your best to stay safe. Me personally, I think just despite the protocols, whatever they may be, I think everybody should get tested. I mean, I wouldn't want to not test and come in here and infect my teammates. You know, I don't care about the foot. Like in this point in time, if we're talking about COVID and this virus, I don't care about football. It's people's families, it's people's health that's at stake, at risk. So I mean, I would want to test every day to figure out, you know, to know if I have COVID so I don't spread it, and to know that I have COVID so I don't, you know, if God forbid, you know, it affects me negatively, I would want to be ahead of that. So, I mean, thankfully I haven't tested positive. I mean, I had it last year, but I haven't tested positive this year. And then thankfully the guys that have had it, they've been pretty healthy. I think everybody's kind of, you know, been able to deal with it and not have too many symptoms. So that's a good thing. But I mean, it just sucks. It's kind of where we at as a world right now in the world.
Nick Underhill?
When you're running, like, do you like know your blockers? Do you know their tendencies and anticipate things based off of what they do, or are you just kind of running behind whoever's back there and it doesn't really make a difference?
No, I think I got a pretty good feel for everybody that's blocking, whether it be Quez on the outside, whether it be C's, whether it be Teron, whether it be Jawan. You know, I think I got a pretty good gauge on how, you know, guys take on blocks and, you know, what their strengths and where their weaknesses are. But I think what people don't know, like, you guys know because you guys are always around, but like the average fan watching, like, they think we just come in on Sunday and just play a game, and that's not the case. Like, I mean, we talk, like, C's come up to me more than anybody and be like, hey, what you thinking about on this play? Like, because I'm going to do this, and if you do this, I'll do this. I'm like, bro, just go. I know, I can feel it. I know, you know, I mean, we got a lot of time on task on a lot of these things. So, but if it's something that you suggesting, then shit, I'll listen. Just like with Teron will come up to me in the middle of the game and be like, hey, this end is weak. I'm gonna just go maul them and just run. I'm like, all right, cool, I got you. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for your cue. So I think I'm in tune to all those things, as far as like, you know, running behind my blockers goes, because I mean, we talk and we communicate.
So like when guys are going in and out, like does that affect you? And is it easier to make those adjustments with people that you've been doing it with for a while?
Yeah, it's easier to make those adjustments for sure. Like with a Tehran, I mean, I've been playing with Tehran for 5 years now. With Ram and, you know, C's has been 2 and Eric. But I mean, even with guys coming in and coming out, I mean, like with Clap playing and Throck, you know, getting time and Hurst, you know, I think I got a pretty good beat, and they kind of got a pretty good feel for, you know, how I run, because I mean, it's a lot of times when they're talking and they're like, man, I thought you were tackled, and then you just kept going. I'm like, yeah. So I mean, we all just play off each other, and I mean, it's every game we're learning, because even with Tehran and those guys, and even Adam, you know, just being a new fullback, like with him, we learning every game, and it's stuff that maybe he might do, and I'm like, dang, okay, that's new, or it's something that I might do, and he's like, man, that happened fast. So we just playing off each other and learning. It's always a, you know, evolution. It's always I think a learning process every game.
Got time for one more from Mike Triplett.
Hey, Alvin, since you haven't tested positive yet, are you taking extra precautions since, you know, it's hit 70% of the team? I mean, are you quarantining yourself, or? I
mean, it's I think, you know, with like last week, you know, it was hard to kind of get a beat on what was going on, because, you know, we tried our best. We kind of went to virtual meetings and did a little bit of that, but I mean, we still had to get some practices in. So with not knowing who had it and who didn't, it was tough, and it's hard to say like quarantine yourself, because, you know, we're out here interacting with each other, coaches, players. And then you go home, and, you know, you might test the next day, you might not have it. Incubation period plays a role, and, you know, you sitting around thinking you're safe, and then guys are like, oh, well, I got it. So it's hard, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's tough. Outside of this building, I think, I mean, it's easier. You could just go home and chill, kind of stay away from everybody. But in the building, it's tough, because we're so close, and we're all together, whether it's meeting rooms, and, you know, the protocols are, you know, they got protocols in place, but I mean, they're not 100%, obviously. So.
And what is it about the new protocols that had you scratching your head? I saw you said that on Twitter too. Is it that you don't have to test as much?
Yeah, you don't got to test. Then you can come back within 10 days. Then 2 days later, they say you can come back within 5 days. You can come back if you're positive still. I don't know. I mean, I guess the doctors at the NFL, they figuring it out. So I'm just, you know, I'm an employee.